Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. The Broncos in 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Hurts.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught left side by Judy.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Up the middle they go with McAllister.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong last week in that win over
a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And this is going to be another first down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. 23 yards on the play. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take one.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
These two teams all tied after 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hurts. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Now Williams running left. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
19 private, 19 light. Left wing 19. Cut 19, cut 19.
Looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll drop to throw.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Broncos have taken the lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game.
And a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing. Just
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Herbert. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. On the give, McAllister with it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll give to Spiller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Herbert now. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
On 3rd down, it's Spiller.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he'll find Moreau here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go now.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll drop this down to Williams.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a...
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They try the left side here with Williams. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go. Hey, check that.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
There for the tackle, Jacob Martin.
Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
A handoff to McAllister. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now it's Herbert.
And that one complete downfield to Allen.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Traveler, check.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, Williams. And some room to run now.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give up the middle to Williams. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Three-quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Broncos are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
On first down, Justin Herbert.
He's got his tight end over the middle. That's McKitty.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Give him another one right back to Allen.
Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hole left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Starting to look like this drive may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run it with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Let's go.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They run. It's Williams. And this time he is in. Javonte Williams. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have in that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
One last throw here for Herbert. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw